From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Jets. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Hurts throwing right away. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific in their win over Tennessee a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope they'll recover.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On the counter, it's Gainwell. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Back to Gainwell here on 2nd down. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. You talk about this Jets defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game, right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
There's in diapers. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Option handoff for Gainwell. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kenneth Gainwell, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. You look at this Eagle defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. 8 yards there and a 1st down. The Jets at 14-2 heading into this final week. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Paul again. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. To throw is Wilson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right.
And this is taken in at the 5. The way in. Touchdown, New York. Mecole Hardman with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Jets are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
The
Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
A one-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of one-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional one-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. That's probably as simple of a throw as you'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And the Jets are going to be set up with a first and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back at.
Touchdown, Jets! Nicole Hardman. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 22 yards there, a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Hurts. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Will McDonald. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, trying to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here's Hurts to throw. Complete. Smith has it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Hurts throw there, complete to Allen. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Keenan Allen, 50 yards. And the Eagles are back within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Elliott good on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Their own 18-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they can very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Will McDonald. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there. And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him. On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changed. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick-6 against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick-6 of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick-6, the other comes back and matches it. These are two defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Wilson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's another Jets. First down. First and 10 at the 45.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. To throw again is Wilson. Yeah, he'll find Hall. Whoa, still won't go down. Touchdown. Breece Hall, 45 yards. And the Jets are once again back in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted them. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give him another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Jets are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
He's got him in. Complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. They'll set up the screen for Hall. He's got room at the 30, and he gets this one down to the 24. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
19 tight. 19 tight. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Come 19. Come 19. Chap 60. Chap 60.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
This one caught left side by Cooper. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't it?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get into his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now Wilson. And a check down, complete to Hall. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. There's Hall bringing in another one. But he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10. Add to 34. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd down, Wilson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. championship. And the Eagles are going to have it here just past the 25. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
That one complete down the field to Smith. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 36 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Steps away. Looking left side, that's complete to Oliver. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
At the Jets' 3-yard line.
From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They throw it out right complete. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, the number 4's kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Ball again on 2nd down. There he goes, left side. Now he's free up the left sideline. And he's going to step out of bounds up past the 40. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Hall again. And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
A give running right is Hall. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now this throw caught left side. All the way in. Touchdown, New York. Donovan Peoples-Jones. the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They go play action with Hurts. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Here's Hurts to throw. Rolling to his left. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And this one complete to Smith. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career. And why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
Caught by Allen. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith, 44 yards. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Wilson's throw caught by Higgins. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 20. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a first and goal. They'll try to run with Hall. And this time he is in. Breece Hall with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. On first and 10, it's Hurts. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Hurts throw there complete to Allen. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On first and 10, it's Gainwell. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you. And
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, though?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of it.
Taking it right down Broadway. How about this? Breece Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Jets have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. And now here's another interception. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes? Oh, yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Breaks through the contact. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Good position to be in here, second and inches. In motion, the tight end. Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Hurts. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Now third down and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's Swift. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
What an advantage having an elite guy to build a defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Hurts. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, that means talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And they take a knee.
Okay, ready?
And they will take a knee here.